Did you know that bottle gourd gets its name because they used to let these get dried out and then they would literally carry them around as water bottles? I'm not using this as a water bottle. Today we're making Lauki Kofta. I've heated 1 tablespoon of oil in the pan and I'm going to add 1 medium onion and half of a capsicum. We've left these pieces big because we want this masala to be sweet. I have 5 garlic cloves. And you need 2 tablespoons of broken cashews, which is about 10 to 12. We just want to saute this on medium-low heat until everything softens. Our onion has softened and changed color, so it's time to add the tomato. I've got 2 rough chopped tomatoes here. And we want to add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Our tomato is cooked down, the garlic is nice and soft, the cashews are good. So now we just need to turn off the heat and let this cool down so we can grind. While our masala cools, we want to prepare our bottle gourd for our kofta. We want to remove the ends, peel. I'm going to cut this in thirds. And half, I'm just going to see how big the seeds are. They're not very big. I need 2 cups of grated Lauki, which will probably be about this much. But I don't want to waste this, so I'll probably grate that too. Bottle gourd is very wet, so we want to put this in a dish towel and strain all the water off. So I'm just going to flip this whole bowl. Make a tight little bundle. And I'm just going to squeeze all of the juice out of it. And we need to save about 1/2 cup of this juice for our gravy. I don't want this bone dry because I don't want to add water to the kofta if possible. So I'm just trying to get this as dry as I can. For our kofta, I've got our 2 cups of grated Lauki. I've got 4 tablespoons of gram flour or besan. I've also got 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder and 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. And I have 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. You just want to mix this with your hands and combine well. With oiled hands, we want to form these into 1-inch balls, or about that size. We just want to roll it lightly. You don't want a compact kofta or it will just be hard and dense in the center. Try and keep these the same size if possible so they all cook at the same rate. It's time to deep fry our kofta. Our oil is ready to go. I don't want to overcrowd my pan here, so I'm only going to add 3 at a time. I want to make sure they aren't sticking to each other or the bottom. These should take about 3 minutes to cook. I've set these aside to drain in a wire or colander while I make the gravy. I've put all the contents of our gravy into this grinder jar, and we'll just put the lid on and give it a blend. I've taken some of that oil we deep fried with, and I'm going to add in my cumin seeds, some freshly ground black pepper, 1 sprig of curry leaves, and 1/4 teaspoon of fennel seeds. Let this bloom on low heat for about 30 seconds. Now we'll add our masala paste. And we want to cook this until the oil starts to separate. If you notice that the brown bits from making the masala are still in the pan, that's okay. We want that smoky flavor. Now it's time to add our spice powder. I've got 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala. The oil has separated from the masala, so it's time to add our Lauki water. Bottle gourd water, whatever you want to call it. Just give this a little stir. And I'm going to add about another half of a cup of water. I put water in my blender jar to make sure I got all of the gravy bits out. At this point, you want to salt to taste. And I'm adding about a tablespoon of kasuri methi, or dried fenugreek leaves. Our gravy has simmered for about 3 minutes, so now it's time to add our kofta and a little dhania or coriander. Just want to give this a little stir. I'm going to put the lid on this and let it simmer for about 3 minutes so that the kofta can warm. Cashews always make this thick, luscious gravy. I absolutely love it. This is probably one of my favorite dishes, both to make and to eat. Let's dig in. It's so rich and creamy. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get a kofta piece now. Oof. Stop waiting for a rainy day and make this today.